What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of 30 and 30. And today we're going to talk about refining your focus. I see this all too often where people try to focus on the wrong thing when they are looking to better their physique. They start looking at what supplements are out next that's going to help them make as many gains. They're looking for, the craziest workouts. They're looking to, go to the chiropractor. They're looking to do dry needling. They're looking to do cupping. They're looking to use myofascial release. They're looking at these different things that you could put on their body, the newest cream, whatever, what have you, and they don't have the basics down. They don't have the basics of dieting down. They don't have the basics of training down, and they're trying to look at the tippy top of the pyramid of the level of importance to look for the answers, when in reality they should really be focusing on building the basics. And I see this all the time. A lot of people out there, they spend so much money on the newest workout gear, the newest supplements, all these things, these freeze chambers, and the list goes on and on. They're just throwing money at the problem, thinking that it's going to help them become a better athlete, thinking that it's going to help them develop a better physique, when in reality they should put that time and effort and money towards getting their nutrition down, buying better foods, and getting their training down pat, because you can use those things that I mentioned before. You can develop, you could try dry needling, you could try cupping, you can try going to the chiropractor, you could try getting massages all the time and stuff like that. But if you're not doing the basics, that's not going to take your physique to another level. It may help a small bit, but you could make up so much more ground if you're actually focusing on the basics and what's important. I think a lot of people look past that because there's a lot that can be learned from diet and nutrition, and yes, some from supplementation, but all this extracurricular stuff that people do. And I don't know why they do it. Maybe because they think it's the best and new thing out there, and it's trendy, and they want to show people on Instagram that this is what they do and this is what it takes to develop a physique. But in reality, you could make up a lot of ground in the bottom if we were looking at it in a pyramid. I would say that damn near 75% is going to be from diet and training. And then, yeah, some of it is going to be about, improving your sleep and what supplements that you're taking and things of that nature, and other recovery methods like I mentioned before. But you could, where are you focusing? Are you focusing on the top, 20% of the pyramid from the very start? Or are you focusing on, the diet and the training? And this happens not only to new people, but to advanced trainees as well. And I feel like it's more acceptable for someone who's been trained for 10 years to look at these things. But it's more common for people who are just starting out of the gate. They want to know, and you see this all the time when you go into like a GNC or something like that. Someone who's like never touched a weight in their life, or is just getting into weight training, and they walk into the store and they ask for the magic pill. What's going to get me the biggest? What's going to get me the most muscle gain? What pill can I take? And they'll sell you a pill, they'll sell you whatever you want in order to get your goal, but they fail to tell you that you can make up so much ground within that bottom 3/4 of the pyramid or even more. So you have to realize where your focus should go. It shouldn't be at the tippy top of the pyramid. And I've been training for over 7 years now. And I am just starting to, go towards advanced supplementation and advanced recovery methods and that kind of stuff. And I'm just scratching the surface there. All of my effort goes into my diet and my training. That's where I foresee making the best progress. And that's where people really should hone in on their focus. They shouldn't hone in on, having to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on these other, recovery methods or all these, new fancy supplements if they don't have the basics of their diet and training. So build a foundation, focus on that foundation, and then yes, over time, you could start working your way up the pyramid. You could go into a little bit more advanced supplementation. You could go into a little bit more advanced recovery methods. But you don't need to break the bank, when it comes to doing these things. You could slowly implement them. At the end of the day, a lot of us, this is a hobby. We're not necessarily making a living from doing bodybuilding, so we can't dump all this money into it responsibly, at least. And I guess that's my personal opinion. So what we need to do is we need to focus on the things that we can control, like our diet and our training, and then slowly, ramp up. So we don't want to focus on the unnecessary things at first. We need to focus on the basics and build up our foundation. So that's it, guys, for today's video. Tune in tomorrow for another episode of 30 and 30. I'll see you then.